Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Grub Buds. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the hoe.
Woo!
Named Joe Booty Boy Booty. And notice the throatus, it's long.
Fuck you.
It's long. Are you growing it back out?
No, I was going to shave last night, and then I said fuck it.
Oh, I just thought you were growing it back out.
No. I'm supposed to cook tonight after Grub Buds too, but spoilers, we're drinking. I don't know if we're going to be cooking it when we get home or not.
That's fair.
We'll see.
What are you supposed to cook?
Just my lunches for the week.
Fair enough. What's the lunch for the week?
What is it? Probably shells and vodka sauce.
Nice. Welcome everybody into another episode of the Grub Buds. Before we get too deep into this, I want to make sure that you like and subscribe. Comment what
you're having for lunch.
yeah, comment what you're making Vincent cookie for lunch. That's right.
I don't like that one.
Nope. You have to. You have to make it. Whatever the top.
Every comment that you comment, I have to make.
That's right.
Nice.
And
it's going to be sick because we're going to get no comments.
And if you don't comment, Vincent starves.
So think about that.
That's something to think about that. And I also want to thank our patrons over at patreon.com/open-disaster. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy. Mailbox Kansas City now open in the Iron District currently.
Nice.
It's open. Go right
Go.
now. Right now. Iron District in Kansas City. If you have an Iron District wherever you're watching this and it's not Kansas City, do not go there. Mailbox will not be there. Probably.
I was driving with my family. It was like all of us together. I cannot think of what the. Well, I think we were on our way to Billy board games at my aunt's last week, and we went past the mailbox truck on the highway.
Oh,
I was like, I know the dude. I checked to see if it was one of our
Flip
guys.
them off, yeah.
Yeah, it was not one of our guys.
No, you didn't know? Oh.
Yeah, but I was like, but my friends own that company, so
There you go.
there we go.
Today, we are not having Melt Monsters, unfortunately. Wish I was.
Wish I was.
We are having Dunkin's Hard Iced Coffees.
Yes, sir.
So, that'll be the episode for today. I think there's 4 different kinds.
4.
They are finally in Kansas.
Guess them.
Do you know the flavors?
I do.
Okay.
It's pretty fucking easy. I'll be honest.
Regular.
Yes.
Vanilla.
Yes.
Caramel.
Yes.
Mocha.
Oh my God, he's crazy.
God damn,
How did he do it?
God damn, I'm good at alcoholic coffee. We're going to drink until one of our hearts explode.
Pretty much.
I think
They do say made with real coffee. Granted, they did say if it was decaf coffee. Like, we'd have to check one of the cans because that's usually where they put.
I think quite simply they just can't have caffeine in them, right? All right. You know,
There's also the Buzzball espresso martinis that we saw while we were there.
which feels like that has to have espresso in it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's that me espresso. That's why they don't tell you about it.
Joe,
though.
would you grab 2 of the same of whatever you'd like?
So I put him in the
Joe's
fridge.
working. Joe's working overtime right now.
He's working, bitch.
He working.
The top shelf has the 2 regulars, and then I have the 3 flavors on the bottom.
The Dunkin' Alcoholic.
I mean, to me, it makes sense to start with the 2 regulars. But
Inspire does not contain as much caffeine as your typical Dunkin' iced coffee. Only about 30 milligrams per can,
okay.
compared to 100 milligrams in a cup of coffee.
Oh, so it still does have caffeine, just not.
Yeah. They are 6% per can.
I mean, I feel like we know the answer to that.
Well, I don't know if you're going to drink one every time for legal reasons. I think I would
don't
like a full
Okay, that's fine.
caramel.
That's fine.
I'm a vanilla guy.
You
All
want
right.
a full vanilla?
Sure.
Okay, so I can do a full regular and a full mocha?
Yep.
Because I don't have to drive.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
fair.
other thing. Is like,
That's why you said for legal reasons. I was like, for legal reasons, I should be the one drinking the most. I was like, what do you mean?
Interesting.
I still would like my cup because we're going to put these on ice. I don't know if you see that over there. Yes, because it is the iced coffee pack specifically. And so, and these were just on the shelf. They weren't in the fridge section. So we're trying to.
ice them up.
Yep.
I was like, if you're worried about your perfect pour, it'd be better to do it before ice. But
Okay. So
fair enough.
caffeine and alcohol is not technically banned.
4 Locos themselves
Are banned.
frowned upon.
Yes, and then beverage manufacturers got warned about caffeine in drinks. By the way, a 24-ounce can of Four Loko used to have 150 milligrams of caffeine.
It's literally like drinking a Monster Energy
Yes, yeah.
and 8% alcohol.
Which is mostly why Four Loko got banned.
I
Yeah.
thought it was more than 8% alcohol.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they're
Oh,
probably like, well, some Four Locos are like 8 to 9 and some are like 12 to 14. So take your pick on that one. Yeah, I guess you're just gonna ice the whole thing then, huh?
Yeah, because he only got the 2 cups out. I was like, I actually still want my cup because we will be icing these.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh fuck me.
What?
Apparently, we are supposed to shake them first.
Aren't?
Are
really?
recommended on the can. Shake it, then ice it.
Now we know. Unfortunately for us, now we know.
We'll hit that scientist stir.
That's that me espresso.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, man, I didn't
like
think
coffee.
that's something I haven't thought about. Because like normally when we do like the seltzer episodes, like even if they're ass, they're still drinkable.
Oh,
This shit
boy.
could just be bad, and then I have to drink this
I
whole
taste
fucking
no
thing.
alcohol.
Really? I feel like I taste only alcohol.
Man, it's almost like we're supposed to shake it.
Oh wait, never mind. There it is.
Okay. It's not alcoholic.
This tastes like all the places that are like, we do adult milkshakes, and you're like,
No, I was
cool, and then you take a sip, and you're like,
I was literally thinking
want
about
a
that
milkshake.
as we're pouring these. Other than like brunch specifically, when the fuck are you gonna drink these? If you pull up to the party with a fucking Dunkin' spiked coffee pack, I think
Tell you
you're.
what,
no,
you know
no,
what?
you're
That's
on
like
My
something.
old ass. You know what? Maybe.
No, he's on something. These are gonna be heavy. This is like drinking a Bud Diesel.
Yeah, I wonder.
This
how
is
much,
fucking gas, though. Holy lord!
I'm like,
I just
don't-
had my first sip.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's good. And even though like as I kept drinking it, I got more alcohol coming through. There's something that tells me that
Yeah. This fucks.
Dunkin'
no wait,
coffee,
wait, hold
alcohol.
on. I figured it out. Do you know why these exist? You could definitely put these in a cup with ice and take it to work, and nobody would know.
Getting fucking sloshed in front of the kids.
By the way,
like-
every 12-ounce can has 205 calories. It's a fair amount. It's a fair amount of calories.
So I was right when I said heavy.
Yeah, Vincent, you're gonna drink 600 calories.
God bless. On top of the fucking.
We
I'm gonna have. I had like 6 or 7 chicken tendies, and
yeah,
then
you missed our fried chicken feast
yeah.
before our fried food feast. I guess it was.
I provide.
Joe does. Yeah, fucking. We were debating on
Fried
whether or not
chicken,
we were doing
fried
like.
mashed potato bites, French fries.
We were debating on like what type of episode we wanted to do. And once we finally decided on an alcohol episode after Truman and I were in person, we just text Joe. We're like, "Hey, bud, food's on you. Dealer's choice." And then he did not respond to the group chat at all.
Yeah, we were big worried. We were like, you know what? Maybe we're gonna get something from Joe. I'm not sure.
We were like literally on the road coming back, and I was like, maybe he's not responding for a bit. And as it turns out, kind of.
Well,
He's locked in on that KFC, baby. He's laser focused.
well, no, because I was shocked that you all weren't texting me going, "Where the hell are you at?" Because you
So
guys texted me, "Food's on you." I still hadn't even put on my shoes yet.
Yeah.
I think it took another 5-10 minutes at home. Had to place the order on the app, drive to the KFC, wait for them like 5 to 10 minutes to actually finish it because it was a big order and I got there early, and then drive here and I pull up and I'm like, how the hell did I beat those two? Because you had to go to Kingdom Come to find.
Yeah, we
find
texted you
something
before
interesting.
we left because
Yeah.
we wanted to give you ample time. Like before we left here to go to the alcohol store.
Yes.
Because we wanted to give you ample time for food.
Right. Yeah. But this coffee is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'd say. I don't know, man.
I guess fucking any coffee heads on
There's
except for me.
also
Anyone
other
anyone
flavors.
a drinker?
Of coffee.
Yeah.
Like I have to have it every day.
Well, not really. Just like, do you like try different coffees and stuff? Because I was gonna like ask, how do you like Dunkin' coffee versus like a Starbucks versus a Scooters versus a?
So
So I don't do coffee. If I'm gonna drink something, it's because I'm the most basic, like narrow bitch here. If it's one of the Starbucks like Frappuccinos in a bottle, I'll drink it.
yeah.
I know that makes me that person, but that's about as coffee as I
When
get.
I was a
Those
kid,
do
I liked
bang.
those a lot.
They
And
just have so much sugar.
I was like, nowadays, I don't fucks with them.
I feel like I'd feel like shit after drinking one. Honestly, with you. I drink. I'll drink coffees, but to be honest with you, I always get iced coffees.
Same.
So that's probably like not the right way to have coffee. I would say.
I almost exclusively drink iced coffee. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show or not. Iced coffee is better for longer. Like,
Yeah.
hot coffee is good for like 10 minutes, and then after that, it gets kind of shitty. Whereas, like, an iced coffee can be good for like almost an hour before it, like you're like, oh, this, like, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So,
And
Okay.
this is your time to drink.
yeah.
And I don't get that much comfort from a hot beverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, every now and again, if it's fucking Chiefs playoff game, fucking, it was starting to get a little cold. and I did have a hot chocolate, and that was kind of gas, but only just for the warmth. Like otherwise, like it was fine. Like, and I don't think like I ever want a hot coffee, especially in like April, the middle of April, not feeling a hot coffee typically.
Yeah.
Do we
When
know?
the season's
never mind.
right, a good hot chocolate or
So
a
what
good
voice
apple
crack
cider.
that was?
For
Gas.
sure.
Apple cider. I've never been a hot apple cider guy. That
Well, so,
shit's for the
so
birds.
here's where
I
learned
like
something.
a Dixon cider, honestly. Thank you. Thank you.
Where I level it up, I got turned on to Stroop waffles,
Oh,
and those
any
are
cider?
well. So what?
Sorry, that one was a joke. That one was. I wasn't even trying to do that
I mean
one.
that's where it ends up. But
Yeah.
but you make the apple cider, and they're big discs, and they're like waffle, and they have a layer of caramel in the middle, and so you put it on top of your cup of apple cider, and so it heats and loosens and gooeys everything in there.
Yeah.
That feels like it would just be better on coffee.
So you've kind of.
I
then
think
you
the
dunk.
flavors of apple cider and the cinnamon like waffle go better together, but I'm sure you could do it on coffee.
And then you dunk the discs in cider.
Yes.
Thank you. Good.
Fucking can't believe I laughed 3 times at the same joke.
Good.
That last time you were stretching a little bit, but
Once I heard it, I was like, perfect.
Perfect.
But I guess we've got to rate this.
Guess we gotta kill the Pope later.
Already did. Done.
Done.
Check.
Fucking I saw
Fucking JD Vance murdered him, dude.
one I saw it was someone, it was like he used vampiric touch. Where, like you drain the
I saw
life
where
force.
he's just like evil air.
But twice now a prominent religious figure has died after meeting with a conservative power figure while Trisha Paytas is late in her pregnancy.
Wow, who is?
Trisha Paytas.
are you
Who
talking about
else
the Queen?
Yes, the Queen died.
Oh, you
after
said religious figure.
she's the head of the
Is she head of the?
Technically
Church
the
of
Church
England.
of England.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
yes.
I
So
did not know that.
yeah, and she died shortly after meeting Liz Truss, and then fucking the Pope died shortly after meeting JD Vance. Both times Trisha Paytas late in her pregnancy.
Oh well, that's
Welcome
like,
back, Pope Francis.
that's what they always say. Yeah, they're like every time Trisha Paytas has a child, like it comes back as a famous world leader.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think, was hoping. I'd seen Post hoping for a different world leader, but
For sure.
But the Pope. Don't take the Pope. Oh man,
Right. I was like, you had a good Pope when I actually give a shit.
pretty good Pope.
Yeah.
Although maybe that's a bad Pope. If we care about the Pope, maybe that's a bad sign. Joe, feelings on the Pope?
Not necessarily. Catholic Church is all about. And sorry, hold on. I want to make sure I say this right.
You better be careful because the next Pope might have a different message. I watched Conclave. Have you watched Conclave?
No.
I can't believe you haven't watched Conclave.
They turned the picking of a new pope, and because I haven't watched it, so be sure to correct me, into an action movie. I'm pretty sure in the trailer something blew up.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But it's not an action movie.
This tent fraud, like mafia themed type, like organized.
It's a political
crime-y
thriller.
types.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's about how political those conclaves are. And I've already seen the fucking political map of what the fucking conclave looks like right now, and like the political hopefuls of the conclave. Did you know that apparently Pope Francis had kind of been packing the courts a little bit? I learned that today. Been putting a lot of progressives in there.
By who he made bishops.
My goat.
Cardinals?
Technically, it's cardinals. But they're just fancy bishops.
Yeah, right. But of all the cardinal hopefuls, there's only like 3 that are actually progressive cardinal hopefuls, and the rest of them are conservatives. So the whole, it's like conclave. I would recommend
So what you're
they're
saying
gonna
is that
do the conclave.
Ray Fiennes is going to be the next Pope.
You have not watched Conclave.
I just know he's in the movie. I'll be honest.
He's the guy that
banged-
runs the
he banged that
conclave.
movie.
He is not like he can't become the pope.
He
right?
can become the Pope.
Oh, okay, but
but-
he's the one like in charge of.
Well, it's pretty, and the ending is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it blows up and they pick up. Oh wait. They pick a pope. Let me guess. They pick a pope. At the
They
end
do.
Of the movie.
They do pick a pope. It's a very interesting resolution on the whole thing. But I would recommend it. They do. There is a bombing outside of the. Listen, they gave it away from the trailer, so I want to say that was a bombing that happened outside of it because it's so political. The Pope thing. So
Yeah, I just
Pope
feel
thing,
like
you
the
know?
trailer for that was something where, oh no, the biggest action piece is there, Unlike, I remember we both watched the trailer for No Time to Die
Yeah.
and went, "Oh my gosh!" They just showed off everything in the whole movie, and then we watched it, and that's the first intro fight sequence, and then there's the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Did you go see Sinners yet?
Yes.
How was it?
Ugh, fucking gas and a half.
Yeah, that's all I've heard about it is that people are like, finally a good fucking movie to release this year.
Yes.
Because it's been kind of a
original
mid-year.
idea, not based on anything. As everybody else has said, and I even tweeted it myself, there is a scene in that movie that is just, I mean, ridiculous. Just like you're like, this is insane.
So it's Ryan Coogler, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or it's like, I always say this, that like I watch a lot of movies because America's best art export that we do is cinema. That is our best form of art that we produce, I believe. I mean, our music, I guess, goes a lot.
Whoa, hold
but
on.
It's not a high form.
What about the Grub Buds podcast?
Well, sorry. Oh yeah, right.
We're talking about the top
really
three
anything
here,
from
Vincent.
Wait, no, my bad. You said cinema. You're right.
anything from the whole Open Disaster Productions is the highest form of art that America produces. But cinema, a close number 2, I would say. But and that movie, watching that scene, I'm like, this is fucking. There's like sometimes I do like sit in a movie theater. I'm like, oh, this is art that I'm watching right now. And that scene, I'm like, this is art. This is very so.
Damn, I gotta watch it.
And there is no like, you'll be like, I wonder what scene he's talking about. You'll see the scene. You're like, I understand what scene he was talking about.
Fair.
But that whole movie's also filled with. I mean,
See, I don't know what scene you're talking about.
The big.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, motherfucker.
that's because you're not a sinner, Joe. Or we're all sinners.
Moist Critical's big review was that like he thinks the movie was marketed wrong because a lot of people think it's a horror movie and it's really not.
No,
Yeah.
it
Slower
is.
action?
It's a couple things. To be fair, it's a blues movie about vampires.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck.
About the Jim Crow South.
My coworkers were talking and they were like, "I think the KKK started the vampires." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
They're wrong, but they're also wrong. But
Yeah, but it's a sentence that can be said about the movie. I was like, I don't know shit about this movie. I've learned.
And I saw like once you see it, we could talk about it more. I saw like an ending. Somebody broke down like the ending and all the kind of imagery of it all, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense of why. I was like, why did he do that? And then I'm like, oh, I get it now. So
It's a thinker,
yeah,
not a stinker. You know what else isn't a stinker?
this
This is Dunkin' Coffee. Yeah.
pretty solid. Yeah, let's bring up the Excel sheet, huh? Boom. Dunkin' Iced Coffee Original.
75.
75 from Joe.
It's a nice coffee.
It's nice coffee.
That would be a 72.
70.
I'm gonna be fucking buzzing. I'm gonna be buzzing by the end of this episode, which is sad because it's like 100 milligrams of caffeine at nighttime,
On a Monday.
and now I'm
Monday.
like buzzing.
It's okay. I will be awake and swerving as I drive Vincent home.
Get this man his keys.
I will be very alert.
This man can't be drunk. He's fucking wired. I'm not slurring my word. The only reason I'm slurring my words is because they're slurring together because my words are talking so fast. This will be the fastest alcohol episode we ever have.
Yeah, we're just going to start.
Next one. The next one. Caramelized coffee was awesome. Great. Fucking sweet.
We're just
90.
going to start.
One of my co-teachers, she actually like trusts me to like teach the lesson if she like has to like go fuck off and do whatever.
Sure.
And every time I'm teaching, the one student is like, "Teacher Vincent, you talk so fucking fast." I'm like, "I'm sorry." She's just like fucking obviously,
Right.
but she's like, "You talk so fast." I was like,
But
"I'm
it's
sorry."
true. You talk real fast.
I do. It's just my natural cadence.
Hey, speaking of.
Hey, speaking of, fucking 80
Got 2 more
flat,
while we're
flat 80.
finishing up. Flat 80.
Yeah,
You just.
quite good.
I don't, and maybe I'll be the dissenter on this one. I think it has a bit of an odd aftertaste. I get hit by weird malt liquors sometimes that I really dislike them. Like I don't like.
That was almost a question I asked. I was like, "What is the thing?" I was like, "Oh, I read it was a premium malt beverage made from real iced coffee."
Right. It's like I don't like.
Why would you do this to me?
Full ones. He's trying to keep you fucking moving this whole episode.
I opened the fridge, grabbed one, went, well, that's got to find the other one.
That's so funny.
Full malt malt
They're
beverages.
all next to each other. What do you mean? I put them in pairs.
Yeah, they're in there in berries, but I just still kind of went.
But they just hit me weird sometimes. Like I don't like Cayman Jacks, and I feel like the malt's hitting me just a little odd on this one, and so I'm going to give this a like 67.
Oh my god.
Listen, it's still pretty good, but I just not.
We forget to shake them again.
You forgot to shake yours. Did you forget to shake yours?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is why I don't know if I can list Grub Buds as one of the highest forms of art in the U.S. We don't even shake the fucking iced coffees.
I could use a couple more icy.
This is helping me lock in though right now. I'm ready to talk about coffee.
You ready to cock in? So, initial thoughts before I taste it. The normal one had like some cream to it. This bitch does not look like it has any cream in it.
No, this one's looking pretty dark.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why that would be. Like, this is mocha, right?
Right.
It
Which
smells
is
like
just
chocolate.
a fancy word for chocolate latte.
Right.
And lattes usually have milk. Like, I think latte literally just means with milk.
That sounds right.
I used to work at a coffee shop. And by that, I mean the food. Thank you. Actually, greatly appreciated. The food corporation I worked for had a coffee shop in its breath that I would have to go fill in for. So our one barista we had on staff could get a break.
Nice.
So I used to work at a coffee shop. Is what I'm saying.
You're an expert.
Yeah.
So similar to the Subway Cafe that we drove by.
I want to know. We drove past it. It's on Antioch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said fucking Subway Cafe. I was like, what do you mean? And then I Googled it and it said closed. I was like, what do you mean? Tell me your
I don't need
secrets.
sleep. I need
Cafe.
answers.
Because we were talking about like maybe like hitting up some restaurants, just like calling and be like, hey, can we film here? I was like, fucking live from the Subway Cafe goes insane.
I had an episode idea.
Yeah.
See how easy it is for. And granted, it stems from the dinner Saturday that I already told you guys about. Was
Saturday.
Famous Bowls.
yeah.
Just go full Joshua Weissman and try and recreate fast food items at home.
Yeah, just be like, hey, yeah, what fast food recipe can we make easily at home for cheaper than you can get it at the place?
I think we should all be able to
Burgers.
call our shot. You should, like, and maybe that's just one episode per person. Is I go, you know what? I can make a better quarter pounder, or whatever.
No, we all do them on the same episode, and then that's the next Grub Gals. It's like, here are the fast food items that we have made at home. Who do you think is the best?
Interesting.
And then we pair it with a black cherry mojito and break the scale.
There will be no alcohol in that episode.
Vincent was making me mad in the car.
Yeah, it was.
Did he only bring up the blackberry mojito?
No, he talked about like he'd taken a class on like pairing specifically, and I was like, and I still defeated you in the marketplace of ideas
second,
on
our second
Yeah.
wine class was more about
Advanced
pairings.
wine tasting?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I defeated him in the marketplace of ideas on Grub Gals because I had the number 1 overall alcohol and the number 2 overall food.
I was like, not true.
Because they didn't pair like they weren't ranking them on how well they paired together. I was like, fuck off,
right.
Matt. I beat
right.
that ass.
That's
So
right.
Joe had the best food item. Congratulations.
I'm trying to remember what mine was.
It's like the wonton thing, the wonton cups.
I believe that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the fried cheese and dough won. Crazy.
I have to go back and find the episode to see exactly what they were because I cannot remember.
I know Owen got last. I think on both of them.
Yeah, I think so. He did a Cosmo, and he tried to do like the
Cream cheese
dip. Yeah, and it didn't microwave enough.
Yeah, he like, yes, I just pulled the cream cheese out of the fridge and mixed it all together. Oh no.
Oh no! And like 2 of the people on there didn't like pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your drink, Joe?
Probably an Amaretto sour. I don't know.
No, it was not Amaretto sour.
No way.
Bahama Mama.
No.
No.
You might have.
No.
Mai Tai sounds maybe.
That doesn't sound right either.
I'm just thinking your
Pull the
wedding where you had the
episode.
Mai Tai.
Let's say
We have the spreadsheet.
We have the
I
database
can
now.
do it. I can do it. I just do it from my phone. But
Yeah, because I had shrimp with remoulade on avocado on a cucumber, which was very similar to yours. Because you also had like
you fucked me.
no fucking you had yours. You had set yours to the group chat first, and I had already wanted to do mine, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do mine on bruschetta so that we were different because like we both can't do shrimp on cucumbers. And then I tried it. Yeah, whatever. I tried it on the little tostini, and I was like, I like literally the only thought I had was this would be so much better on a cucumber. And so we were at Truman's. I pivoted it back to cucumber.
You fucked me. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up Grub Gals.
Grub Gals cocktail hour.
Okay.
Not that one.
Thank you.
It was like one of the second episodes I was on. I think we're past it. TBH.
We already hit Grub Gals, I thought.
We already hit the first Grub Gals.
I haven't seen the barbecue bracket yet.
Oh, you're right.
Although there's you, so you're right. I thought.
I was around like 40 something, is when I joined.
Yeah, hold on.
There it is.
There it is.
I don't know shit.
Joe had a cherry tequila sunrise.
And spinach artichoke wonton cups.
Yeah, there you go. That's easy.
Owen's Cosmo and his dip. What was your drink? You had a gin something.
Sidecar. I had a sidecar.
That's a gin.
So I beat Joe and Owen. Barely.
On the drink or the?
On the drink, yes.
Yeah, so I know Joe's food was the highest one.
I had a shrimp tzatziki appetizer, and you had a shrimp ramulad, which is fine.
Yeah.
And avocado, which is like cheating, I feel like. Owen's pinwheel dip, that's what he called it.
Yeah.
And Joe, spinach artichoke wonton cups, which are always going to bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you barely lost to. You were close.
Yeah, I was literally 0.6 off.
Yeah. 0.8. But yeah.
0.8. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep, 0.8.
These guys math.
Oh, yeah, because we had 5. Oh, yeah, 0.6 could have been an interval of 5.
Yeah. 0.4.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
I was so close to the clean sweep.
Okay. Let's
God,
see.
do you know how many passes we would have had to have given him if he retroactively if he won both food and drink?
Like I said, because it was also I didn't know these fucking girls. I was new to the show. Like
Hey.
had a lot to prove.
Just these regular girls. One of those was my mom. Watch yourself.
And because it was your mom, Tina, Bree, is that her name?
Anna, yeah.
Sav?
And then
No.
Kate was there though.
Kate was there.
And then
She was the 400, wasn't she?
yeah, no, Bree was the 400.
Okay.
And then we told her she had to do 1 to 100. She gave it a 105. I was like, let's go.
Was Danny on that episode?
No,
It wasn't Kayla.
who's the 5th girl?
I don't think it was Kayla.
Because I'm like literally, I see it in my head because it went your mom on the end, Bree, Tina in the middle, someone, Kate on the end. I don't know who someone is.
Who's the someone?
I felt like it was Danny.
I want to say it's a blonde girl.
Oh God.
Who do we know that's
I'm looking it
blonde?
up.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say I'm pretty sure it's someone I haven't seen around much.
Okay, fair enough. While I'm doing that, why don't you guys rate this?
I have so much.
Honestly,
Honestly,
we're both in the same boat of like we've been drinking this incredibly slowly because we know it's worse.
I don't think
Sorry.
it's worse necessarily. I will
I
say
think it's
thought.
Oh, yeah, no way we would have guessed who this is.
Yeah.
That was Haley.
Haley.
Yes, which is one of Tina's friends.
Are they still friends?
Yeah, but like they don't hang out like ever.
Fair.
I think they were kind of acquaintances at the time, and I think they're still acquaintances. I don't know if I'd call them.
The
Fair.
They're
relationship
like me
hasn't
and you.
progressed
I
any
wouldn't hang out
farther.
with you ever.
Yeah. I would say you guys are like my closest friends that I never fucking hang out with. Like it's literally we do Grub Buds and that's it. We're like coworkers.
A little bit, yeah. At
Yeah.
times, like I was talking about Tina, I was like, I see them the most consistently out of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's you guys and bowling team I see every
Yeah.
week, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, because if you don't plan it, it doesn't happen.
Right.
Heck, there was a group of guys that did a retreat with, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're totally gonna get together all the time. That
Nope.
was
Nope.
April before I got married. We have not gotten met up once.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
So this is like very fucking chocolatey. It's like almost like so we've all
It's like
done
a
it.
Tootsie Roll, kind of.
Well, I was
Ooh,
thinking
that's a bad
Well, actually,
chocolatey.
as soon as you mention it, it is hitting me. The Tootsie Roll is, but the Hershey's syrup you get like for chocolate milk, it's literally just like drinking straight that.
In like water.
It's not quite. Yeah, it's not quite as thick, but that is the flavor profile. Is it's literally just chocolate syrup.
65, Bob.
65 from Joe.
Yeah, this is a drop for me.
This tastes like something I've had. I just can't think what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what it fucking tastes like? It tastes like fucking Yoo-Hoo. That's what it fucking tastes like.
I've never had a Yoo-Hoo.
Chocolate water.
Chocolate water.
That's literally what Yoo-Oo is chocolate water.
We have
That's
made
what this kinda
skim
tastes like.
chocolate milk. Ooh.
Skim. Skimmier than skim.
It's getting skimmy.
I remember during my company's annual meeting that I was at, they just one of the fridges had just bottled milk in it. It felt so good drinking 420 calories, one bottle of chocolate milk.
God.
Hell yeah!
420.
I know. Right after I had my Starbucks
Yeah. So did you
Frappuccino with
celebrate
sugars.
yesterday?
Yes, I did celebrate yesterday.
One
Easter.
of the things. Is today Trans Day of Visibility?
I don't think so.
Wasn't that the big deal last year? Is that Easter and Trans Day visibility fell on the same day?
No, because we've already had Trans Day visibility because we talked about it at Gay Club already.
Interesting. I don't know. Last year it was on the same day where people were mad, but I don't know.
That's based.
I
I want to say it was like early March, but I can double check.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
But also, Joe did nail the hammer on the head. This is 10 points worse. Give me a flat 70.
Flat 70 from Joe, or
Vincent.
from Vincent. Flat
Get it
65
right.
from Joe.
Don't even know your hosts.
Yeah, it was March 31st. Yeah, that's right. I was like, I knew it already passed.
And I can't remember why. There was some transgender thing that landed on Easter last year. I can't remember why. 60 for me. It's worse. I don't know if it's that much worse. I like it, YouTube.
I don't know if it's that much worse. Gives it, I guess 7. So I was looking at the averages. It was like gives it 9 points less instead of 10. Fuck you.
Joe, would you grab another one?
I think we need to power a little bit before we grab the next one.
Cheers. Cat, do something. Just the silent slurping. Cold on the teeth.
Yeah, like trying to keep the ice back and not just like accidentally swallow a fucking cube while I'm chugging.
I was gonna say he has cold on the teeth. My upper lip is now frostbitten.
Yeah, no, my beard
Yeah,
is,
that's
or
where I'm
like
at.
my little mustache is frothy.
Okay.
Thank God I only have half ones from here on out.
You only have what?
Half ones from here on out.
Oh, fuck.
The 2 fulls back to back was fucking. That was a choice.
Yeah, because these are heavy. These are hitting.
Feel myself locking in. I'm locking in.
All right, just grab the next one in here.
That's why I want to keep moving. What is it? It's caramel.
We are supposed to shake 'em.
Shaking. Yeah. I thought I had it, and then I fucking fumbled it.
It bounced.
Bag fumbled.
You be careful opening it. This would be a depressing stain.
That would be insane to be like, hey, shake 'em, and then it just fucking.
Pranked idiot. Who shakes that shit? Fucking Christ. Yeah, right? It did do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Duncan. You Boston douchebag.
Making fucking runs on Duncan. Fucking, we got Smat Pack.
We got what?
You don't remember the fucking? I have no idea why this Super Bowl ad is stuck with me. I don't think it was particularly good.
Oh.
It's everyone with fucking Boston accents. Fucking, the car had Smat Pack.
Smart pack.
Yeah.
Smart pack. Yeah, okay.
Fucking, I don't, John
Is that this
Krasinski.
year?
No, that was like 2 or 3 years ago. It's been a minute.
Oh, it's a good commercial though. I love that commercial.
My hands are gonna be sticky. Fuck.
He's got Smart Pack.
It's got Smart Pack. How you parking that car? Yeah, I think I do remember.
Yeah.
It's got Smart Pack. Would you put that over with all the other cans?
Yep.
Thank you. Ugh. I'm gonna start drinking this early,
Yeah, it's like, get to fucking work, bud.
early and often.
The full ones are no joke.
These are frothy now, because it is frothier.
So head.
What? I've got
I was looking for. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I've got hand sanitizer.
Oh, I was gonna say normally there's a roll up.
Yeah.
But Joe, you had my balls that you didn't even try. You should have wiped your hands on my balls. With your nice cold hands.
I'm not. Whatever this is, I'm not picking it up.
On tonight's episode of Grub Buds, the author's poorly disguised fetish.
I would have used some Lysol wipes, but somebody has left them open for the last year.
Not the last year, but
Long enough.
long enough for them to be dry. Are they dry?
Yes.
Dude,
Damn it.
speaking of author's poorly disguised fetish, one of my coworkers was describing how their husband described their sexuality, and they said that she's a lesbian with a dick fetish. I was like, that's crazy. That's an insane combination of words.
I don't know what that means.
Pardon my initial take, but that sounds straight.
Correct. That's what it boils down to. And she loves women, but she likes fucking men.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how to break that one down. You know what? I'm just gonna let that one lie. You know what? I'm going to be an ally. I have no comment. I have nothing to add to that.
I have a comment. Good for her.
Oh, yeah.
We support women on the show.
We're allies.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's so much. There's so much coffee. I've now got it down to like where you guys started. I actually got down a little further. There you go. Good. It's good. It is similar to the other ones.
Once again, it's like my second or third sip where I'm like, oh yeah, there's the alcohol.
Fucking, it kind of, the caramel it's giving, it's not giving like normal coffee caramel. It's giving like donut caramel.
Oh, like the no, not maple.
Oh, it's borderline maple.
Yeah, borderline maple.
Like the long johns, but you get like the maple one instead of the chocolate one.
Yes.
Yeah, it is giving that. It is giving.
Well, yeah,
That's
maple.
what it smells like for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. But maple long johns though.
I'm a normal long john truther, but
If a long john ain't filled, it's fucking worthless.
Not gonna lie here. I'm more of a short john.
me wishing I was a long john.
If I'm being
John,
honest.
just a John,
Ooh, maybe that's an episode.
not a full Jonathan. What?
Go get our favorite
Oh,
donuts.
Man, Truman came up with a banger episode at the store. He was like, "We each get $5, and we're trying to see who can get the most drunk off of $5."
go to the liquor store. You can get the most drunk off of $5.
Get like a 125 or a 250 of just Everclear.
See, but you got to get a mixer.
No, you don't.
$5. Who can get the drunkest? You have to drink it. There you go.
Aw, I was gonna math my way
Yeah,
out.
I thought the same thing, buddy. And no.
How can I buy the highest alcohol content beverage possible for $5, including tax?
I would say no.
No.
Just so that you can at least add it up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but if you go to like 515 subtotal, fucking to the gulag. No, actually, you know what? The biggest punishment should be if you go over $5, you have to take it back from them and be like, "Hold on, I'll be back." Like you have to take it from the cash register, like the like cash registering attendant, and be like,
Yeah,
"Sorry,
it's like,
I'm over."
yeah, can you
I'm
take that
over
off for me?
You have to tell them that you have a podcast.
Well,
that
see,
you-
here's the thing. I envision the challenge as that you do it and then you make like a drink and then like taste test and be like, oh yeah, that tastes pretty good or something like that. And so the punishment would be you have to actually drink all of it.
No, we're gonna buy a breathalyzer for this episode.
I have a breathalyzer.
Perfect.
I feel like that's unfair.
How? Oh, because he's fat.
Body weight.
Oh my god!
I was if anything,
God!
height to weight, I'm probably the most out of shape lately.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I've been going way up lately. As I think we talked about this last week. I'm heavier than I would like to be.
I'm in surprisingly good shape. I've also been the best athlete out of all three of us.
For sure, yeah.
That is
no.
fair.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't call your co-host fat for a bit anymore. God, what else is woke gonna take
I mean,
from
hey,
us?
fucking
definitely
world.
don't sit there and compare my
Only-
stomach to my 20-week pregnant wife and go, hey, we were about the same.
Hey.
The only people who can call me fat are those two random chatters who show up and say the N-word. Those are the only people allowed to call me fat.
The guy in
that
the end
for
is
some
cool, but
reason
that
I
fat
will
guy-
tolerate for longer than I will tolerate you guys saying it. That's the only ones allowed. That's my fetish.
Chatter's coming in and calling you fat.
That's like whatever real
Random people
kink
being like,
shaming
fat.
is my kink. Ah!
That's what you're fucking thinking about when you're getting it on. That's you're like, man, this is taking a while.
You checked yourself mid-sentence. I feel it. I feel like you were going to say something else and you checked yourself.
I got you.
I caught that. You were going to say something else. I know.
So sometimes we got to make adjustments, okay?
You adjusted that one on the fly. It was about to come out of your mouth and you were like, this feels...
I'm nothing if not considerate.
An ally.
We respect women on the show.
Okay. Caramel Dunkin' coffee. Tastes like a maple long john.
Yeah,
Not to the harm of itself, I would say.
true.
Wow.
It's weird.
I really am buzzing pretty good.
I'm also there.
For only, really, we've only had like a cup of coffee. But
Oh, I'm drunk. That's what you meant.
oh, that too.
But I've had 2 full ones.
But also your caffeine intake level.
We are both buzzed and buzzing.
Yeah, my caffeine level.
This is a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Vincent, who has 400 milligrams of caffeine a day.
300. All right, so it's like.
He
Okay.
gets 2 bangs.
You're gonna technically.
No, oh my god, when I was working at Rockers, I was doing 2 bangs a day. I'd have like one when I walk in, and then I get one at like 1 o'clock. I was like, it's fucking.
I used to.
And those are what,
I look
250,
back on that.
300?
They're 300 each. I was doing 600 a day. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I don't know how I'm alive. That was some crackhead shit.
Christ alive.
That's how you know I hated my fucking job. This is I'm fucking need 600 milligrams of caffeine.
I did used to have like 2 amps though. I'd have 2 amps in a day.
That's only 320.
I,
Yeah,
only because they
still.
were there, have recently started enjoying a ghost every now and then. Because
I had a ghost
they
at the.
have them in the fridge at work.
I had a ghost at the card shop because that's all they had. They didn't have the 300s, so I was like, I'll get a ghost. The chair that I made one, it fucked.
They had the I think it's a 3-pack from Costco where it's like the 2 Sour Patch Kid flavors and then orange creamsicle. Orange creamsicle was I was like, well, I have to try that.
Oh, I don't like orange
It was
creamsicle,
amazing.
but the red Sour Patch Kid one is so fucking
See,
good.
I've only had the blue Sour Patch Kid.
I lost my ability to drink energy drinks at some point. I haven't checked to see if it was back, but like, I legit like I remember. But I was also having, pretty personal. I was having pretty bad anxiety right when I graduated college. So like around that time, if I had any amount of energy drinks, I would fucking freak the fuck out. So then I stopped having them, and then I was like, you know what? Like I was tired one day at work, and I was like, I'm gonna have one of these. I got a Monster, and legit, I nursed one Monster through the entire day of work and drank half of it. Not even half of it. So I was like, I guess I can't do that anymore. But I'm in a better spot now where I think maybe I could have energy drinks again.
Yeah.
But because I do miss the taste of a good Monster, man. I like the taste of Monster. I'm that.
My dad, he was a regular Monster truther until they have an Island Punch now, which is basically just like regular fruit punch. He's big on those now. But he was a regular Monster.
I really liked the zero sugar one that had like a fun can that was blue.
The light
I'm not
blue
a
can.
white monster person,
Yeah.
but a lot of people are white monster people. I'm like, man,
I do like the white Monster because it's grapefruit, so it's.
is
it's
that
good.
what it is?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
it's good.
I don't know. That's fine.
I was like, because Rain, they just came out. It's called White Haze, and it's White Monster. It's the grapefruity one.
They did have like the pirate punch, which is pretty fire, or something like that. It was one of the punch ones. Island? It wasn't Island Punch. It was.
I was the Island Punch. It has like pirate theming on it. So
okay, maybe
See-
it was Island Punch.
See, you just said the white can, and instead it made me think of a long forgotten beverage that I enjoyed so much. The Mountain Dew.
Whiteout.
Well,
The
the
red,
labels.
white, and
No, the
Dew.
labels.
Oh,
Like because they had they had the Mountain Dew Black Label, which was like a dark fruit
Pacific
kind of
Punch,
thing.
That's it. Yeah.
We had a buddy that loved the green label, which was apple citrus, which honestly was the worst one. And then white, there was white label, which was like peach and like
Yeah.
tree fruit.
I forgot about the labels. Yeah.
But black was my favorite because like I think in a car ride we had those, and we straight up took like a couple swigs out, and then just started pouring shots of whiskey into the can.
Yes, sir.
It tasted good.
Did you just Apple Pay something?
No, not to my normal phone
Sure
ringtone.
sounded like it.
I can do that now though, if that's what you need.
Does he have an iPad? Or your work phone's an Apple?
My work phone's an iPhone.
Whoa!
Did I tell you that they ecosystemed me up?
I knew you got.
I got a Mac, I got an iPhone, and I got AirPods.
Yeah, I did. I remember the Mac and the AirPods. I didn't know you got an iPhone. Also.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fucking established world, buddy.
It was cheaper and
Fuck you
easier
too.
for them to just
I,
give me a
my
cell
work
phone.
computer is a Mac, so I got that going.
Yeah, it was just
I'm not fully integrated.
it was just easier for them to give me a cell phone with a number on it instead of a desk phone or any of that kind of stuff. So just like, is that going to work for you? Yeah. Okay. Well, then you're going to need headphones to take calls and whatnot. AirPods.
All right, let's rate a coffee here, gang.
Oh, so man, fucking 2 tangents ago, I was gonna say I like the mocha better, but this feels better than a 7 to me. So I don't know. I don't know
Man,
what to
fuck
do.
how your brains work. So 4 tangents ago, dude, I can't remember the number of times that I tangent with somebody, and then I have to be like, where the fuck did this start?
Because
And
I was
and
about to
have
say it
work
into the
my way
mic,
back
and then we
through
got
the chain.
sidetracked.
I've started taking ADHD medicine, and it's not like Adderall or any. It's not a stimulant. It's just a different thing. What it has helped me do the most is move on without having to put in my tangent. There's the amount of times that I like get cut off, and I'm like, I have something to say about this.
Fuck.
I have
Shit.
something to say about this.
I have to say it. I have to say it.
And then we move on, and I go, I'm much more likely just be like, all right, that's fine. I guess I just won't say it this time.
Yeah. When you get that thing, you're like, oh, I want to say this. There's never the right lull to say it. And then the conversation moves on. You're like, well, now I can't say it.
Yes, exactly. You're
Damn
waiting
it.
for the lull. Yeah. I never used to. I dominated a lot more conversations before. So, all right, Dunkin' Iced. Man, I just like screamed that. Dunkin' Iced coffee caramel.
Dunkin' Iced coffee whipped cream cup.
You didn't. So
That's a good joke right there.
you gotta go and add spiked to all of these. We're not just drinking Dunkin' coffees. When he's right, he's right.
It is Dunkin' spiked, so you have to put it in the right spot. Nope, not at the end. It goes Dunkin' spiked iced coffee.
Dude,
Is
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, let's like.
Dunkin' spiked. It's actually caramel iced
Fuck.
No, so for SEO purposes, I fuck with what he's doing. Because like when I was making the that's what I would do. I would do the like label of whatever it is thing we're doing, drag that down, and then add the flavor at the end. So I'm not sitting here typing fucking Dunkin' spiked iced coffee 5 times.
Yeah, right.
Sounds like you're not doing it right.
Easy to be over there when you're not fucking typing the shit. All right, go now.
See, the answer is fix it in post, bitch.
Rate it. Rate it now.
72. It's a spiked iced coffee.
I hate this man. I would like to submit an errata.
No.
A what?
Denied.
The mocha is a 74. Because this is a 72.
That's incorrect. Oh, okay.
Because like I said, I like the mocha better, but this is better than a 70 to me. So I don't know what to do about that.
A lot of pressure right here. And maybe it's because we shook it. Maybe it's because it's our third one. Maybe it's because I had a whole one. I'm feeling better about this one.
It's crazy to me that I think the original's been the best so far.
And see, that's where I'm trying to decide if I agree or not. I'm like,
the original had a creamy quality that none of the rest of them have had,
That-
and that's what
these-
made it the best for me.
These have like a super saccharine, like artificial sweetness that the normal one it didn't punch through as hard.
Yeah.
It probably was there. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't get punched by the artificial sweetness like I am with these last two.
that's
Maybe
what
it
this
was
shit
just the
fucking
first
tastes
one.
like. It tastes like the syrups at McDonald's. This tastes like McDonald's iced coffee. Which, listen, you shouldn't, only if you're in a fucking gun to your head moment that you should ever have McDonald's iced coffee.
What I like about McDonald's iced coffee?
$1.39 for a large.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll fuck with that.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of coffee for not a lot of money.
If you get on the McDonald's app, you can get a sausage biscuit, a hash brown, and a large iced coffee under $5. That's the best
That's a good
value
deal.
meal that you can get.
That definitely sounds like the.
I put my
had to wake
sibling
up at
on
4
to the
o'clock and
McDonald's
hit
app
the road.
because like they were going to McDonald's like 3-4 times a week anyway, and they didn't have the app. Yeah, and I told them about it. They're like, I cannot believe we used to not have the app. I was like, I told you. I was like, I don't have the McDonald's app because I don't fuck with McDonald's like that, but you guys do. I was like, please.
I've got a bunch of points. That's the other thing is that the points, you can only use the points on certain things, and I just never am like, you know what? Today I want a quarter pounder with cheese. I don't. So, I have like 10,000 points right now, and I'm like, don't know what I'll ever use this on.
Like dinner next week's on Truman. Oh wait, no, it's not because we're doing a food episode.
You can also only ever do one.
That's also the.
That's the bullshit. Is I can't if I had 30,000 points, I can't get 4 quarter pounders with cheese. It's like fuck off.
Put in 4 different orders, pussy.
I gave it a 66 just to average that thing out to a 70. That felt right. A 70. Yep. Oh yeah, we're splitting this one.
Yep.
Feels like I should have been the guy that doubled up and gave myself 2 whole ones at the start so that I could, taper off.
Yeah. Well, if only you were the one grabbing them out of the fridge, you could have.
Yeah, ending on the
I know.
full one is tough.
Oh no, trust me. This is
No,
entirely
you
my
over this one.
fault.
Actually, no, I won't do that. I'm not sure there's anything I can do to not make it open up.
Because I was hanging out with an old teacher friend. They no longer work at the school. And they're like, hey, I just have this bag of fucking shirts for the school. You want them? I was like, absolutely.
Was it the one that also worked at our high school?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although, he is leaving.
I thought he had already left.
No.
Oh.
He starts the school year he's starting at the school year next year.
Where's he going? I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
No, you can't. No,
Yeah.
don't dox.
I would say it is
No doxies?
It is a... Like, it's
still went crazy. That's crazy.
It's
Oh my god.
specifically a behavior school in our district.
Oh, so it's in the same district.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, this is gonna bang.
Yeah, this
might be the best.
That was my thought going into this, is that this was going to be the best.
I think vanilla coffee is just such a good flavor.
It is timeless.
Would you get the ice pitcher?
Here.
Oh, did that pour in the cup? Whenever I had that little shoot off. Actually, you need a little.
Oh, I'm so glad we've been icing these.
Yeah.
Drinking this shit at room temperature would be not good.
No, that would have been doggy.
Doggy, like the Mr. Peace cup.
Yeah.
I made a good choice.
This
is the best
the
one.
hands.
What
dog?
are you doing?
The fucking.
It's a pitcher.
The fucking fingies, dude.
The grippers. Get my fucking feet
You
in
just
there.
touched all the rest of the ice. Fortunately, one pitcher was the right amount. That, or we've just done a good job of.
I feel the first two definitely had way more, and then we tempered expectations. Like we definitely adjusted to how much was left.
I also, when I did it the first time, I definitely thought that the ice would last a little bit more than it did. Forgetting that these were very room temperature beverages.
Yeah, that had been in the fridge maybe 20 minutes.
Also, this episode is gonna be damn close to an hour. Shout out anybody who's watching this. You don't remember when there was also news in the middle of this. And those hours. Those episodes ago,
that's
2
right.
hours, 15
Oh,
minutes.
good. Oh, we have
Tab.
news.
Yeah, you got news to what?
Tab.
Yeah, you've got news to sober up.
I have sober up
I
time.
was trying to figure out, like, why do I only have 7?
We should have an even number of these.
Yeah, my school's doing a tab drive until May 2nd, so.
So you gonna win?
I've been collecting pretty much all year, so.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What do you win?
I don't fucking know.
Is this where like you lobby the kids to put tabs in under your name instead of like their?
Well, it's
teachers or
your
something, or
homeroom
it's just-
class.
Oh, do you guys win
okay.
a pizza party?
It's gonna be something like that. I think we do like donuts and ice cream usually. It's like first place gets ice cream, second place gets donuts.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's how.
If only pizza was
I think I'd
better
rather
than
have ice
all of
cream than
those.
donuts.
I'd rather. Have
I would personally
all
rather have
three of
donuts, but yeah.
those. Pizza.
Pizza. Oh yeah, honestly, yeah.
I'd rather have pizza than ice cream and donuts. What the hell are you talking about, man?
The fucking sliver of a slice.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of comments on social media lately where somebody's been like, knowing that the pizza parties probably came out of my teacher's pocket.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better about that sliver of a slice I got. Knowing that, one, how much we pay teachers, and two, that they definitely don't have the budget for a pizza party.
There was.
Mine doesn't taste like vanilla.
Interesting, because I'm pretty sure Truman shook the shit out of his.
It should taste like vanilla, yeah. Mine tastes. You want to try mine?
Yeah. No Swapsky.
Or is Vincent just immune to vanilla?
No, it tastes the same.
Yeah.
He's mouth blind.
It doesn't taste that different from the caramel.
True.
It's not.
I was
The
gonna say it doesn't
chocolate
taste
was
that
the
different from the
strongest flavor
original.
out of the three.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
But it's. I think vanilla just blends the best with coffee, so you don't realize it as much. How's it going over there, Joe? You made a noise.
How's it going, Joe, over there?
I mean, that was like, this is good, but then I'm like, looking at also how much I have left. I'm like, oh damn.
You know,
And it's at that point where I can feel it behind my eyes. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's definitely some hydrocarbons getting into my bloodstream at this
I'm
point.
feeling some things. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, just
The perfect time to drink these: football tailgates. College football tailgates, 11 a.m. K-State
Ooh,
kickoff.
you're
You're
right.
tailgating at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Perfect.
We're back to brunch.
Yeah, these are brunch.
These are an 11 a.m. drink, is what we're getting at.
9 a.m. even.
This
Have one on your desk at work. Fucking.
That's
power
what he
those.
said. These exist so you can.
No, that's
Honestly,
like,
it's
yeah, like
the,
this
like-
is literally you put them in a cup with ice and be like, oh yeah, just my iced coffee, man. It'd be like, oh cool.
The branding isn't even like super clear that it's alcoholic, so your boss could walk in and be like Dunkin' spiked, and you're like, it's got an extra shot.
Extra
of
caffeine,
It's
man.
got an extra shot in it, and they'd be like, oh okay,
Oh,
like
it's cool,
like
man.
the like the Starbucks double shots. You're like, exactly like the Starbucks double shot. Yes. And you're fucking on your 8th one. Like, holy shit, dude.
They don't even know I'm fucking plastered right now. And it's very
I
obvious.
just
Nailed it.
You're standing up to like give some presentation. Yeah, did you guys look over here? You can see that our profits have gone up by 20% in the last
In
like
8th
2
grade
quarters.
science, we were playing a game. It's like a literal game where they had to breed pigeons because we're learning about genetics, and they had to like get different traits in the birds.
I breed some pigeons.
Pigeons. And on like no one had made it past level 20.
No pigeons? Sorry.
No one had made it past level 20 of 26. And I had a student that was like, what if I beat the game? I was like, what, you want like a prize or something? They're like, yeah. I was like, all right, what do you think is a reasonable prize? And they're like, I don't know, like a pack of Pokemon cards. I was like,
You know what? Fair.
yeah, I was like, what a reasonable prize. I will get you a pack of Pokemon cards if you beat the game. They sent me a screenshot. They beat the game. And so Sunday I went to go play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, oh, I'll just get some Pokemon cards at the shop. They didn't have any. I was like, fuck.
There's like a shortage.
Yeah, I pounded. No, we just don't want to deal with the drama of like scalpers and because I don't even see the videos like people are getting like in fist fights at Costco over Pokemon cards.
I've seen that. I've seen that at like the fucking. Or I see them at like the vending machines in Walmart. They're like, "Oh fuck you, dude! You're fucking yeah."
Yeah, so like people like they just my local card shop just doesn't want to deal with the drama, but they're like, hey, go to Vintage Stock. They have packs. And I was like, sick, thanks for the heads up, guy who works at my local card shop. But during the tournament,
Tony.
I had pounded, like, his name's Spencer, I guess, if it matters.
Oh, no,
Shout out Spencer.
I was expecting you're not doxing. I was just giving him a random, like, name out of a hat.
Nah. But so I pounded, like, 4 beers at the tournament. And we were a little tipsy. We were feeling it a little bit.
Feeling good.
And so my dad picked me up. He takes me to the fucking Vintage Stock. And I was like, they can't know that I'm drunk. So I like tried my best to like act super sober as I was buying a single pack of Pokemon cards from the Vintage Stock.
Like they're gonna be like, no, buddy, you're too drunk. Get out of here. No fucking Pokemon for you.
And then, oh my god, it got worse. We went grocery shopping afterwards, and I got my shit. Everything was fine, and then I had to go piss. And then I thought I was alone. So I'm sitting there, I'm like running a fucking bit, like talking to myself in the mirror. And a dude in the stall just coughs. And I was like, that's unfortunate.
The cough is crazy. It means you don't even run in a good bit. Damn,
well, I'm just like staring at myself in the mirror and I was like,
you're not drunk.
What did
You're
I
not
even?
drunk.
No, I fucking.
The mirror is just a mythical portal when you're drunk.
I forgot what
Seeing
the
yourself
setup
in the
was,
mirror is
but
special.
the like the punchline was like, and I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. Like like yeah, and I was just fucking going insane in the bathroom mirror, and the dude just like, I was like,
Sorry, man.
that's fucking that's tough skis.
This is a tangent, but this reminds me. It would have been like I'm imagining if I was the one in the stall.
Sure.
I was like, is this fucking Vincent? Like if I was like in there, but I fucking what it reminded me of is that I had a buddy at Raytown. We were both for some. Sorry,
You were 21 in high school,
I've
drinking
ruined-
in class.
I've ruined the punchline here, but
Sure.
I'm shitting. I'm shitting in high school, which is a fucking nightmare at Raytown High School.
Yes.
I assume most high schools are like that. And they'd figured out how to stick their badges because it was like the light switch was like, it wasn't a light switch, it was like a key.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It needed the little like 2 prongs.
But we had badges, so somebody could just fucking swipe it. They learned they could swipe it and shut off the lights. And they're like, somebody's shitting in here. Whoop, turn off the lights. And it's just fucking pitch black. And it's me. I'm sitting in the stall. And the person in the stall next to me goes, kind of weird pooping in the dark, isn't it? And I don't know if I even said words. I was maybe like, yeah. Like, it's like, I don't want to have a
Well,
conversation.
you guys didn't rock paper
Pooping in the dark.
you didn't Rochambeau for who does the waddle
the
to
waddle
the lights
shit.
back on.
No.
Fucking dick out to try to put your badge in.
Oh my god. That's how you end up with the nickname Truman Shit Dick Steen for the rest of your high school career.
Not shit dick
Yeah, because
Steed.
like,
Not
in the dark,
all shit dick.
because in the
Shit
dark,
dick.
like you can't wipe. You just gotta hope you got it all.
You know what? I know a lot of people are looking at toilet paper. I gotta say, you can feel it pretty good when it's like done.
Yeah.
You know? personally.
I do be looking occasionally, but it's never the look is what lets me know I'm done.
Right.
Yeah.
Generally, I've got a pretty good feeling when I'm, listen, you're done when it starts to bleed, Simple.
In high school, yeah, that's a toilet
Man,
paper
what a
is
fucking
rough.
disaster of an episode this is. But long story short, I told somebody that. I told my buddy Dylan that years later. And he was like, that was me. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I said that. He's like, why didn't you respond? And I was like, I'm not fucking talking to you while we shit, dude.
Did he know it was you?
No.
Okay.
No, neither of us knew.
Okay.
Like, we didn't talk about that ever. And then it was like years later that I was like, yeah, this fucking guy was like kind of weird pooping in the dark.
It's even funnier if he's like,
But that's also
I'm
crazy.
trying to like have a moment with Truman, be like, hey man, it's weird shit in the dark. And you're just like fucking stonewall his ass.
Well, I'm not sure
like, I don't fucking know you, little bro.
I'm not sure we knew each other that well back then.
Okay, no, because there's your out. Because I was about to say, like, voices are one of those things. I remember playing the game in 8th grade where everyone put their head on and be like, she would tap somebody, it's me. All right, guys, who was it? Oh, I fucking know who it was. It was that kid.
Yeah, it was fucking,
There
it was
also 8
Cindy.
of us.
You guys
so,
had to say words during Heads Up 7-Up?
No, it wasn't Heads Up. It was a different game. It was
Gluck Gluck 7-Up?
No, it was just a joke of like, or to explain how there's so many things that like we just have in our heads.
Yeah.
You know, like if I were to pour hot water into a glass versus cold water, you would know which is which.
Yeah.
Fun science thing I learned. Apparently, if you alternate with like room temperature, cold, and you like put your arm on it, you think your arm's on fucking fire because your brain like shorts out and it defaults to pain. So like you have like 4 metal plates. One of them is just like room temperature. One is cold. One is room temperature. One is cold.
Oh yeah.
If you put your arm on it, your brain will short circuit and you think that like your arm is like burning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get your arm on all 4 at the same time, not you touch it to one, you touch it to the
Yeah, no,
next
you
one.
like lay your arm to where all 4 are touching it simultaneously.
It's like the meme of the sensory hell shower. Have you seen that one?
No.
Where it's like, since someone's like, this came to me in a dream, and it's like sensory hell shower, and it's like a valve that continuously oscillates hot and cold water. And it's like, yeah, right.
I mean, eventually it's just because we all know how it feels to go from pool to hot tub and then hot tub to pool. So you're constantly just.
I'm a little freak with it.
Shocking
I
your
love
body.
going hot tub to pool.
Oh no.
Buddies in high school. That
was awesome.
Michael had a hot tub, and we get out of the hot tub and hop in the snow in the winter. I didn't. They would. I was like,
Yeah, I was
y'all
like,
are
they
fucking
did that.
dumb.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
There's a difference between going from like 100 into like 60 versus 100 into
0.
20.
Listen,
Yeah.
we were thrill seekers. We drank, so we were cool.
When you were 21 in high school.
21 in high school, yeah. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Talking about drinking in high school the other day,
I did it. Fucking sinner. I didn't drink until I was 21.
which is
Unironic and real. Well, because like fucking my whole thing, right, is that
you know who
I
did
did-
underage drink? That one right there.
What?
You did? Or
Did?
did
I
not?
feel like you did.
I mean, it wasn't until college. Like,
Yeah.
granted, it was
It
like
wasn't
yeah,
until
it
he
was
met
like,
us.
well, no, actually, no. It was I moved into my duplex, and my roommate's brother, like, and I'm sure this is also why I hate beer.
First beer? That was the first drink you ever had was beer?
My first night that I ever drank alcohol was beer, and we did Edward 40 Hands.
Yes,
Except
sir.
I managed to convince him to be like, hey, yeah, no, beer fucking sucks. And they let me do it with 2 of the giant Smirnoff Ices,
God.
which was probably just as bad for me.
I can't believe you still like Smirnoff Ices. I feel like I'd fucking throw up, dude.
Well, it was like the original and the screwdriver, which
Even worse.
are the worst ones, but they're the only ones that came in the 24s.
They're the good ones, but they're fucking...
fine. They're
Yeah.
average. There are other flavors.
Oh,
that
so
are
you played
way better.
Edward 24 Hands.
Yes.
Oh.
Pussy.
Also, to be fair, Edward 40 Hands is supposed to be played with fucking malt liquor, which is like fucking...
The Edward 40 Hands Grub Buds episode goes crazy.
No.
Oh my
No.
God. The last episode before you have a child show. Edward 40 Hands. So then we could show it to your kid.
No.
Your wife is in the hospital in labor. You're on Grub Buds.
Oh, she's calling me on the phone. We're all idiot.
No, the part of that was probably like
Your kid won't know your name.
like torturing was that they had bought food and they just duct taped my hands up and I wasn't allowed to eat until I finished.
You can have a sandwich.
I'm eating without hands, bud. I'm just fucking getting in that bitch.
That's,
No, but I mean, like, they
Not
kept
only does
pulling
the
it away.
Edward 40 Hands episode of Grub Buds go insane, the Edward's 40 Hands mukbang episode of Grub Buds goes fucking hard.
I was literally about to spit fucking spiked coffee out of my nose, dude. You can't do that to me.
It's so funny. Like, it's like, what's the hardest sushi? Sushi mukbang, Edward 40 Hands, where you're just like,
No,
it's like
it's
two huge chopsticks.
Oh no. No, like you say mukbang. But what about this? What if
What if we did a buck mang?
I was gonna go with a luge, and it's just like it's just somebody,
luge?
it's just like somebody like or just like you said sushi, like somebody just like rolling like a nugget-sized piece of food, just and we just have 40 straps.
That's the only way you can eat. Is Owen's here just to fucking roll food to us?
Not even roll. He's fucking just like trying to throw chicken nuggets in our mouths.
Just thinking Owen like beer bonging peas. Ooh, canned corn. Through the fucking beer bong is fucking.
Dude, why do I
the
feel
fucking
like,
corn bong goes crazy, dude?
why do I feel like I saw
What's the
somebody do
best
that
thing
with,
to
like,
put through a beer bong?
Corn.
No.
Nah, peas
what-
clears cord for sure.
Dude, no.
Only one way to find out.
If you're looking for the absolute worst thing to put through a beer bong, oatmeal. I guarantee you it has to be oatmeal or mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes would just get stuck.
The fucking
Oatmeal at least makes it through.
The bong stick would be crazy. Where you're like, come on,
mashing it down.
and fucking, you're eating mashed potatoes and fucking from the end of a broom. Just
No,
terrible, dude.
no, because the part where that would make it even worse is you put all the mashed potatoes in first, and then you pour the gravy on top of it. So you like, oh god, finish all the, like, you get the last bit of mashed potatoes and then just gravy.
Dude, fucking during PD today, one of the things we had to share was like, name the last time you laughed so hard you cried. We have a new answer, baby. Talking
Dude,
about
I'm not
the
gonna-
Edward 40 Hands episode of Grub Buds.
Dude, I have to break the seal, so I will not lie to you. This has been very hard laughing, because I'm like, dude, if I laugh too hard,
You're up to the
I'm
brim. with
pissing
liquid.
myself. Yeah.
I'm close to pissing myself with laughter.
The
Hey, let's
story I
rate
did
this.
give was the roast for my birthday. I was like, yeah, we did a roast for my birthday where a bunch of my streamer friends had fun and creative ways to call me a bald pedophile. I didn't say that they called me a pedophile. I did say they called me bald.
They did call you bald.
And there was a lot more pedophile jokes than I'm personally.
Whoa, that was the fastest I've ever seen her go.
She's fucking shh.
Are you sure that's not the alcohol caffeine talking?
Yeah, maybe she just looked like she was flying. Although if I'm having alcohol, caffeine, wouldn't it? I feel like she would be moving in slower motion. But
Yeah.
You see, alcohol would slow
fucking-
it down, but caffeine speeds it back up. So now our brain is just lagging, but
Our brain is
quickly.
just looking normally.
She fucking skedaddled up those stairs. I'll say that.
Not she fucking stop motion, just.
It's the equivalent of
clipping- she's
it's,
clipping through
it's
the
the
map?
equivalent of having a higher refresh rate monitor, but like a graphics card from 80 years ago that can't do anything.
One of my fucking favorite
We
things
have to end this episode.
I got to
No.
talk about was my friend was trying to like film their computer on their phone, and they're like, "Whoa, it's fucking like spazzing out." And I was like, "It's because you're recording at a different like frame rate than your monitor refreshes, which is why it's fucking they're desynced and it goes like
screen sharing.
yeah." And I felt smart, and I was like, "That's why a lot of times when they film stuff like that, they just have a green screen and they put whatever's in the screen in on post because the shit clips so bad."
Although now the LED walls that they have are getting way better, so they can actually match that up.
All of the
All that
lights.
being said, a vanilla.
Why is my
the
nose
vanilla
running?
spiked iced coffee gets a 75 from me. Thank you.
You think it's the best one so far?
I do think. I think it's the most like a coffee. I mean,
You know what was the most like a coffee?
the coffee.
The coffee.
Coffee one.
Crazy enough. Yeah, no, I wanted to fuck with this. 'Cause, like, I
wanted to fuck this?
I normally get like weird, fancy, like whatever the seasonal drink is at
You
Scooters.
Fancy's fucking this? That's crazy.
But my default, if the seasonal drink isn't speaking to me, is I just get vanilla cold brew. So like, just vanilla is like my bitch. And this shit's ass. It's not ass. It's not good. This is like 65 for me.
Really.
Yeah, I think it's a step down pretty considerably.
I think this is the best one. I don't think it warrants an 80. So I'm gonna give it a 78.
Wow. That's a wide range.
Because fucking man, I talked about this in one of the episodes. You motherfuckers hate to give an odd number that's not a 5.
Do we really?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Give it a 79 for me.
I feel like I gave it 3.
Give it a 79. Make it an even 73. This is not just a coffee.
Boom.
It's a step above a coffee.
There you go.
The original's the best, baby.
The whole pack.
Taking the bracket, just like Joe.
The whole pack averages out to a 70.83. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's a drama I forgot.
When
I was going back listening to the barbecue brackets, that Joe absolutely fucking tanked one of the scores to move LCs on.
He did do that.
I didn't do it by that much.
Who did you tank? Gates, probably?
It was somebody who was up against LCs, and I feel like it was more of I bumped LCs up a little bit, and then just...
No, you gave whatever it was at LCs criminally low.
It might have been Jack Stack. I'm trying to remember what we didn't move on from the original. Because I think 2 originals and 2...
Only
Wait,
one
what
big
am I
4
doing?
moved
I
on.
have
Joe's is the
the-
only big 4 that moved on.
Gates didn't move on.
Nope. Because they had their chop burn ends.
Arthur Bryant's, yeah.
They shit the bed and they only had pulled pork.
That's and then
And then Jack Stack actually lost in the marketplace of ideas.
yeah, we really moved on Q39, LCs,
Slaps.
and slaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think slaps. I think is the place you should take. When somebody's like, I want to go to a barbecue in Kansas City, I take them to slaps. I'm like, this is an outdoor place. Sit at picnic tables.
Well, say
fucking
Joe's
frills.
beat slaps, and then in round 2, and then because the finals was, for some reason I thought the finals was slaps Q39, but the finals was Joe's Q39.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the Q39 one.
Joe artificially inflated Joe's so Joe's could move on because he's.
No, you guys are mad about Gates that lost by 1/3 of a point to LCs
Yeah, we
in the
did.
opening round.
I do remember that we did rate Q.
He has the pictures. That's insane.
Because we were doing it on his iPad.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is how we were drawing it out. Yeah.
I do remember doing that for. I do remember me and Joe probably artificially pushed on LCs when we probably shouldn't have. Those burn-ins were fucking.
The burn-ins
bad.
were not, but
the
other
chopped burn-ins from Gates were also
bad because they were chopped. But what did we get from LCs the first time? Did we get turkey? I know one time we got turkey.
I think you did turkey against Gates.
Against Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and LC's turkey.
I forgot what the
absolutely
second. I think it was pulled pork.
One of the best
was the
sliced
second
meat in
one.
the cities.
Mm-hmm.
You guys intentionally did pulled pork.
On the second LC's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the finale was ribs. Was the first time we busted out ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Sausage Gate. You guys fucking had the poll every week, and Sausage won like 2 of them. You're like, we're not getting Sausage, and then finally got you guys to do fucking Sausage on one of them.
Yeah.
Because I came in and hopped on the mic. I was like, I'm tired of Sausage Gate.
Although it is crazy looking back at these to see how many were decided by less than a point. Gates and LC's was 88 2/3 to 89.
Yeah.
LC or the final, Joe's versus Q39, 95 versus 95 and a 1/6.
Could you send me that photo?
Oh yeah, the Jack Stack and Q39 they lost by 2/3 of a point.
I do have a coworker because he's like, what'd you guys rate as the best one? He's like Q39. He's like, you love Q39. I'm like, you fucking. He doesn't know that I try my best not to fuck with Q39.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can export just this page.
All
Just
right.
like we try our best to fuck with our patrons over at patreon.com.
Yes, patreon.com.
Giving a big shout out, Dylan, Meltbox Kansas City, now open in the Iron District. Ozzy, Skylar, Joe, and Dylan. Did I say Dylan? I think I said Dylan was my starter.
Yeah, you said
Dylan, Meltbox, Skylar, Ozzy, Joe.
Hey, do you have your airdrop
Aaron.
turned on?
Yeah. What?
Do you have your airdrop turned on?
Yeah, but I got my phone open.
Oh.
Oh, and you're not in my contacts. It's contacts only.
I'm not in your contacts.
Not your fucking email. I doubt it.
Oh, rat bastard.
Rat bastard. Oh my god.
Patreon.com/open disaster.
At yahoo.com.
Hold on,
Hey,
I
don't
can-
send me any emails.
No, it's okay. I can just iMessage it to you.
Yahoo?
It's an iPad.
You want to unpack that?
What's your fucking problem? What's your fucking problem with
It's
Yahoo?
not Gmail.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm not a basic bitch.
Sorry, you're not a.
I bet you had Hotmail back in the day, didn't you?
Fuck no.
I have a
Trash.
Hotmail.
It was the Yahoo to Gmail pipeline.
Dude,
I was
no. I was gonna say,
I was
gonna say that's what I was about
I
to
was
bring up.
SBC Global
the absolute-
to Yahoo.
A
Gross.
friend of mine, they said that like this last week they finally had to change over their SBC Globals.
Yeah, the SBC Global has been tough getting into.
Yeah.
You can still get into it on Yahoo though.
He said it's like shutting down. Like they had to transfer the whole family. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I listen. Honestly, I just need to make sure my fucking Ticketmaster is fucking transferred from SBC Global. That's all I need to do. Okay. Patreon.com/HomeDisaster. Make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing. You're commenting what Vincent
want me to
is
make-
eating for
yeah.
lunch this week and making you for lunch.
Yep.
And if you don't comment anything, Vincent will not eat
I will starve.
Thank you.
1 like equals 1 feed.
You know what?
Nonsense.
Vincent starving?
We've had enough of this nonsense.
Like we don't want you.
No, I need to go on like a fast.